Hey guys, how you going? This is the snow, the footage that I got when it snowed. It didn't settle, and mine my backyard, that's my pile of wood there, trying to protect it from the snow. There's nowhere else to put it, there's no shelter. Anyway, okay, I'd like to thank Alison. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I appreciate anyone who donates. I appreciate you all for listening, and I appreciate all my Patreons as well. And while I'm talking about Patreon will be used for more mysterious things. It won't be the news updates I'm going to bring here to you, because I feel that you need to know certain things. So what Patreon will be for is more mystery type things that may or may not be related to any of this, but will be more mysteries. Okay. And if you're confused at the moment, that's okay, because if you're confused, then the enemy are confused and they don't know what's coming. And this is why I say to be careful who you're listening to, because a lot of us don't know what's coming, I think. And yeah, so otherwise they'd be taken down because they'd blow the plan out of the water. That's what I think. But as I said, you're free to listen to whoever you want. That is entirely up to you. I'm not telling anyone who to listen to or who not to. I only know my personal opinions. That's why I say look for yourself. Okay, and we're on to here. I found a thread, and it's Tommy D. It's Tommy D. Now again, you don't have to believe this. It's up to you. What I will do is I will put this link down below and go and give It's Tommy D some love. Okay, 84, Underground Dumb War Update. Truly amazing stuff here, folks. And there is a YouTube link here. I'm not going to play any of these. I want you to go to this thread and have a look for yourself and watch these videos yourself. Major underground tunnel entrances according to Andromedan sources of information. And they're all over the world, pretty much. A couple in Australia there and one below. And 85, expand your thinking. What do dumbs, earthquakes, billionaire ranchers, human trafficking, artificial intelligence, missing trillions, deep space and Roswell all have in common? The secret space programs are underground. And there's another video here. And that kind of looks like a constellation. And these are the boring machines that they use to drill out those tunnels. And I believe they use water with it, and this thing spins and it just pretty much obliterates the rock as it goes through. And then here is Zorro Ranch Road in Albuquerque. And Virgin Galactic Gateway to Space. Roswell's over here. El Paso's just down here, and just veers off before that to West Texas Blue Orion landing site. I don't know if you heard my cat just then. And this is one of those machines again that just tunnels through the rock, and you can see the rock. Okay, you're not going to believe this. They're about to release a movie called Greenland starring Gerard Butler. They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland. The trailer is here. And shout out to @Spirit Music for the tip. Scientists discover that a comet will hit the Earth in a few days and will likely cause extinction. And their only hope of survival is to shelter in a group of bunkers in Greenland, and their journey is their travel there. Working on a dumb theory that is guaranteed to blow your mind. Have to make sure it checks first though. To prevent war, the galaxy is on Orion's belt. Remember this scene from Men in Black? And that will probably show you the little film clip. Remember this dumb map? I always thought those patterns looked familiar, then I figured it out. It's the Orion belt, or Orion, or whatever you want to call it. They are constellations. Space is underground, people. These satanic you-know-whats can't get into heaven where the real stars are at, so they made their own. I'm willing to bet that most, if not all, dumbs worldwide line up like this. Holler at your boy at Space Force DOD. There you go. Orion, Gemini, Jeffrey Epstein Zorro Ranch in the middle, Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin is in there, Richard Branson Virgin Galactic is in there, the Galaxy there, and this is from the US government underground facilities and tunnels, subterranean base, tube shuttle tunnels, underground, can't read it, test site, nuclear weapons, something, uranium, I should have read that earlier. Follow the stars, the dumbs are the stars. Number 17 at number 1543. D, full moon coming, undiscovered stars learnt, missions forward. Number 17 again. 17th letter of the alphabet. United States Space Force. The Northern Sky map. Even I can't see that very well. And the world map. And I don't know how much you know about this. This is obviously like a flattened map. And when you travel from Australia to, say, America, you have to go through all of here first. Or sometimes over here, depending on where you're going. Why? Why don't you just go zip around there? Why? What is here they don't want you to see? Nothing is what we are told, guys. The Age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension Age of Aquarius, 1969. Look up the lyrics. Perfect song to end the night, dark to light. Oh, and that would be that musical. This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. You know that one? Don't mind me, I can't sing. Apache. Number 17, there is another very positive historical symbol here that the Satanists corrupted via the Nazis. I think these sacred Indian lands are spiritual beyond comprehension, and that's why they wouldn't give them up. So Satan dug underneath them anyway. And it's good luck swastika. This lucky cross has been found in the Indian ruins of the United States and the burial ruins of the East, in the Navajo blankets and in the baskets of the Pima and Apache Indians. It is the oldest cross in the world and is an emblem of good luck. Its meaning is, may the four winds from the four corners of the heavens ever upon you gently blow. And then the United States in, obviously, the native areas and territories and where they are. That's quite interesting. Oh, one of the tweets is missing. That's 93 and this is 95. Hey, it's Tommy D. One of your tweets are missing. I don't know what they've done. Below the depths of the DC swamp, the hunt is on. In the invisible war for the future of our republic, the tables are now turned and the hunters become the hunted. Patriots in control. Number 17 post, number 3923. Greenland, only place with no COVID. Imagine that. And one of the coldest places in the world. As I said, I'll put this link below, guys. I want you to go and have a look at all this for yourself. Trump signs executive order to mine the moon. Americans should have the right to engage in commercial exploration, recovery and use of resources in outer space. Although the US does not view space as a global commons. Space is down, family. Birds everywhere. Owl Mountains and the Hunt for Nazi Gold. Great podcast here. And there's a link here. If you buy my theory that space is down and stars are dumbs, then where is the moon to them? Rome? Greenland, Switzerland, Antarctica. Gold shall destroy the Fed. Number 17. If I were the devil and I hated God, and I hated the sun, or son of God, I would be the opposite of the sun, the moon, and I would corrupt his people. And my base of operations, moon base, would be directly under his most holy place, the Vatican. Just my theory. Poll, where is the moon? If you read through the entire thread and you get what I'm asking, where do you think the moon is? This is a redo. Had to get Antarctica in there. Sorry if you voted on my first poll attempt, thanks for understanding. And obviously a lot of people thought that the moon is Rome. Strong case for all four. I was going to make a case for all four because in my opinion they all have a strong one. However, I started reading the EO, Executive Order, the POTUS signed on 4th of the 6th, or 6th of the 4th, 20, and it's pretty wild. And there's another link here. I'll break it down at some point this weekend. Happy 10th of the 4th, 2020. Executive Order on encouraging international support for the recovery of gold. No, and use of space resources. There you go. I will put the link down below. Check this out. The galaxy is on Orion's belt. I nerded out tonight and superimposed a constellation map over a flat Earth map. Check out where Orion's belt is. The galaxy is, you know what, Antarctica. Imagine how big that is. Mine it, POTUS. And there it is. The galaxy is on Orion's belt. And for those who don't know about flat Earth, the ice wall goes right round the outside. And there are many theories about what shape it is. It could be concave, which means there's another bigger circle out here of land that we don't know about. But we don't know that yet. So we have to wait and see. Project Serpo. In 1962, President Kennedy had ordered the creation of a plan called Project Crystal Knight, which essentially amounts to an exchange program of human beings from Serpo. Another link. So I consulted my flat Earth constellation map. Can you guess where the Serpent's constellations are located? Antarctica. I realised the beings were allegedly from a star system called Zeta Reticuli, but it's nearly impossible to find on a normal constellation map. Serpo, Serpens, makes a lot of sense to me. The voyage to Serpo. The voyage to Serpo required travelling faster than the speed of light and manoeuvring through what Americans on board described as traversable wormholes by using anti-gravity spacecraft. Wormholes. They look like underground tunnels, in my opinion. Project Iceworm. When the Pentagon dug secret Cold War ice tunnels to hide nukes, guess where? Thule, Greenland. It's called Camp Century. And there is another link here. Incredible. Now I'm rethinking where the moon base is. The perfect location for a future moon base. Check out this article. Look at the image they used to show the perfect moon base. That is, no doubt, an illustration of Greenland's ice sheet. In the context of this thread, the moon is Greenland. Is the picture there still? Oh no, it's not going to show me. No, they're not going to show me. Oh, hang on. Oh, there you go. They did. It's a NASA visualization. Horizontal stress, MPA. Look at that. Under the dome, anybody? What was the last picture? Come on. No, it's going to take too long, guys. As I said, I will put the links down below. You can go and have a look for yourself. Full moon coming, undiscovered stars learned. False, moon landings are real. Program exists that are outside of public domain. Number 17. Bad Moon Rising. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Bad Moon Rising. Official lyric video. Listen to this song now. Wow. The Stranger at the Pentagon. His name was Valiant Thor, and said he was from Venus. Whoop. Go back. Alien Research Fandom.com wiki, there's another link. He indicated that his race of people lived underground. Many of the planets throughout the universe sustain life in the same manner. Space is down. And that was this guy here. I don't know about any of this, guys. I'm just giving you information. That's all I'm doing. Trump planning to take over planets with new executive order, says Russian Space Agency. And there's the article there. So we haven't been to the moon since 1969, but now Russia is worried about US, or us, taking over other planets? Right. Let's take a look at the executive order. Executive order on encouraging international support for the recovery and use of space resources. What a super interesting executive order, especially when space is down. It mentions space 19 times, moon 13 times, outer space 7 times, celestial bodies 4 times, Mars 3 times, and planets 0 times. We are winning the war on the invisible enemy. On seems interesting to me. And then it's got a link from Trump. Bring the pain, POTUS. For the first time in history, there is a fully signed presidential disaster declaration for all 50 states. We are winning and will win the war on the invisible enemy. Getting back to at real Donald Trump's executive, if my cat would just move out of the way, order to mine the moon and go to Mars. I was going through the EO tonight and decided to look up human mission to Mars. Guess what? There's a wiki page that even shows a conceptual Mars base. And is that the end of it? Okay, I had to wait for it to load. It looks like a lot like the CERN headquarters in Switzerland, which David Chase Taylor said is the birthplace of the Achilles heel of the CIA and Achilles heel of the CIA, which is where POTUS recently sent 20,000 troops without a single mention from the media. CERN equals Mars, in my opinion. Remember my podcast with @tinfoilhatcast? And twitter.com is another link. Why does all my research keep leading me to CERN? I mean, I know, but I just felt like saying that. Now I'll take a look at CERN. The satanic Saturn worship is everywhere in government agencies, and there's another thread there. CERN and Bible prophecy. And it's got a link. Jesus says the last days leading up to his return would be as the days of Noah. Back in the days of Noah, and it goes on. You can look at that for yourself. If CERN tells you where they are, that's probably not where they are, in my opinion. Would this one load? Oh, where CERN says CERN is, where CERN really is. Interesting. Mars Desert Research Station. This is how big of a joke Elon Musk is. Here is where he sent his stupid Tesla strapped to a piece of equipment. Space is down. Yeah, that's fake. If you cannot see, that's been photoshopped and that is fake. Really? Come on. Mars Society Desert Research Center. The Mars Project. Elon Musk is just a fictional character in a story so big that you and I, as big as my imagination is, can't comprehend. Revisit post number 14, and he has a link there. If I had to guess, I'd say Elon's real last name is Von Braun. Ooh. Interesting. Operation Paperclip. The Nazis didn't lose, they moved to America. Werner von Braun, Arthur Rudolph, and Hermann Oberth. From 1945 to 1955, Operation paperclip granted nearly 1,000 German scientists American citizenship. Many had been long-time members of the Nazi Party and the Gestapo, and had conducted experiments on humans at concentration camps and committed other war crimes. The scientists ended up in the US military-industrial complex, worked with the CIA, NASA, and more. One of the Nazi experiments that continued in America was mind control, known as CIA's Project MKUltra. Project Mars, A Technical Tale by Wernher von Braun. In 1952, Wernher von Braun wrote a book called Project Mars, which imagined that human colonists on Mars would be led by a person called Elon. Did he name his son that? And this one, Need Proof of the Dome. In 1955, Antarctic expeditions discovered the dome. Until 1958, encyclopedias wrote about the dome, and there's another thread. The Boring Company. Do these machines look familiar? Look at how massive these things are. There is a man standing there. Look how big these things are. They are massive. The Boring Company. They're not boring as in you're going to fall asleep. They bore into. And there's that thing again. The machine. And that is it there. Was that CERN? Wow. This is pretty interesting. Underwater movie. Watch this movie ASAP. Dive down a 7-mile deep rabbit hole. I believe they're showing you what's really going on in the dumbs. Follow the white rabbit. Oh, okay. So there's more links. So I'd check all these out. I would go below, and if I were you, I would start to just look through it. Even if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. Then it's obviously got a link to Gene, describe the dumbs and what's really going on, just like the movie. That makes me think. Space is down. Maybe some people do have a copy of the movie. Who knows? But I'd be wary of everything right now. But believe only half of what you see and none of what you hear. Is that right? Yeah. Abaddon the Destroyer and Revelation 9:11. Remember the statue of Shiva the Destroyer at CERN and at the WHO office? And there's links. Now, do you think the movie Underwater is trying to tell you something? I'm going to have to watch the movie. While we were talking about 7-mile deep holes, did you know Russia has one? Check out this article. Apparently the author didn't realise the drilling was the space race. Space is down. The Kola super deep borehole, the deepest hole on Earth. And the sinkholes, what do you think they are? Do you think they are collapsing after one of these drill things has gone through underneath? Because that's what I think sinkholes are as well. Collapsing down onto itself. Oh, interesting. Is this one going to load? And how deep can we dig? I think a lot of us know. Quite far. Done more update, another great video by Blessed to Teach. They even used my research at the 59-minute mark. Oh, someone's already done it. Okay, sorry guys if you've heard this before then. Would have been great if they gave me credit for it instead of charging people money for it. What? Maybe they'll give me a free subscription. Well, Tommy D, here it is for free, and I am giving you a big shout out. It's Tommy D on Twitter. Please go and follow him. Trump meets with Colorado governor. A lot of states are interested in the Space Force. I know that Colorado is very interested in it. Fast forward to 1:36 in here. Now, why might that be? Maybe because CO has massive dumbs. Colorado Springs. Check out this movie based on my Invisible Enemy thread, post 1 to 45. Oh, this guy's a big digger. Wow, he's done a lot more than what I thought. Oh, wow. You might want to go and check out his post 1 to 45, because I'm up to 128 here. I just jumped on the dumbs part. Amazing work by Quest for True. Hopefully he's planning on doing parts 2 and 4 so we can get into post 46 to 125. Dumbs, the underground space war and more. Space is down. Oh, is he on YouTube? Guys, I'm sorry if he's already on here. And I apologise, Tommy D, if you're already on here. I don't know. I'm just reading this because I found it really interesting. Here's my interview about the invisible enemy with @Ronan Sam Tripoli, XG Marks the Spot, and Johnny Woodward from the Tinfoil Hat podcast. Had a great time, fellas. Thanks again for having me on the show. So there's lots of podcasts here you can go through, and I'll just finish reading the thread, but I'll leave it to you. Please go to Tommy D. It's Tommy D on Twitter, and go through all these links. This would be really interesting. Here's the video of my interview about the invisible enemy with these people again from the Tinfoil, and he's included the podcast there. Trump's icebreakers, Greenland and Antarctica. Check out iPot 1776's new video called Icebreaker. And there is a Twitter status from iPot. He's pretty much on the same path as my threads, but he adds some other interesting connections. So there you go, there's the link to iPot's video that he's talking about. Fall of the Roman Empire 2.0. If you don't know about Jordan Maxwell, start learning. This guy knows a lot. Watch this. He also did an interview with Ronan Sam Tripoli on TFH, and there is another link there. This is a lot of watching, guys. What are the odds that the MLB is partnering with a company called Roman? Let's take it outside. Is that it? 133. It looks like it. What do you think, guys? I think there's a lot more, and it needs to be dug on a lot more. But this was a good thread. Really good. And interesting. And makes you think. Because it is a measure of intelligence to be able to entertain the thought without accepting it as well. So there will be people who just go, no, flat earth, no. But there are other people who will have a look. I'm not saying the earth is flat. I don't know what shape the earth is, but I know it's not what we're told. So it's up to you guys. I just want to see if there is any more, because I had a couple of these saved for different things. Okay, America's Secret VH. Did I read that one yesterday? Yep, or the day before. This one here. The House of Rothschild has been taken down. The House of Windsor has been taken down. The Vatican has been taken down. The gold stolen on 9/11 has been recovered. Gold built for the last 107 years has been recovered. And every you-know-what day we seize assets of criminals. Participating in crimes against humanity. All the money stolen as a result of the creation of the Federal Reserve has been recovered. More is on the way. This country is richer than it has ever been. But yeah, there's nothing going on. I don't know if there's any more to it. No, but he's getting... But he is giving stimulus package, and he says, this is Donald Trump, we have money, we have plenty of money. Changes on the horizon. This one. This is a child being rescued. From where, I don't know. But that's very... Oh, his pan's purple. Oh my god. Poor kid. I'll leave the link to the rest of this down below, guys. I don't... oh, there's so much more. But I'll bring it to you. Probably tomorrow. Because this video is going to be quite long. And I've sort of got to get onto the Patreon video as well, which I want to do. Which will be about... okay, stairs in the woods. That's what it's going to be about. So it's not... what I put on Patreon is not going to be news as such. They're just things that I'm going to find interesting and share with people if they're interested. Okay, guys, I'll go into more detail. Some of these I have already read. I will go into more detail tomorrow with more of these and any others that I find. I'll include all links down below for you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you guys. And you take care and stay safe, and most of all, stay calm, because no one can think when they're panicking. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.